What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is the recap and predictions for Super Rugby. What happened last weekend and what's going to happen this weekend. We've reached round 18 of the Super Rugby, and my word, we've been treated to one hell of a tournament. So many ups, so many downs for some of us who support our teams, but it's really been a roller coaster ride. Teams started off strong, ending off weak. Teams starting off weak, ending off strong. It's truly amazing stuff. And last weekend, after the first weekend back after the amazing international series we had, was truly remarkable. We were surprised. There were surprises, there was some predictable results, but there was also some shock results from teams that we never thought would lose and all that stuff. So credit to all the teams that played, credit to them. I'm a happy man as my Sharkies picked up a very good victory against the Lions. Very tough game, but we'll get into that a bit later. But again, what a weekend. So let's get started with the recap of what went down this past weekend. Start off with the Blues versus the Reds. What a game that was. 39-16 to the Blues. Quite a lot of tries scored by the Blues. 5 tries, so it's a good try one. The Reds only picking up 2. I predicted a Blues win, but good to see them strong and getting back to the rhythm of things. They started off very poorly, but obviously injuries didn't come into the favour for the Blues, but it's good to see them on winning ways. Hopefully the Reds can bounce back, but unfortunately it doesn't look too hot for them. Rebels versus the Waratahs was the next game. I mean, 31 to 26 points to the Waratahs. I predicted a Waratahs win, but I thought maybe they might have got a few more points, picking up 4 tries, 1 try going to Bernard Foley, as well as getting his 4 conversions over and a penalty. So a lot of points scored for the man himself. Good to see him getting points on the game. He's a great player. Rebels only picking up 2 tries and then but 4 penalties against the Waratahs, which Reece Hodge kicked over. So getting some points on the board there for the Rebels, but unfortunately wasn't enough, and the Waratahs picked up a good victory, a much needed victory. Then we get to the predictions that I got wrong. Highlanders versus the Chiefs. I honestly thought the Highlanders might have just picked up that one with the way they were playing. On Super Brew, this game we play, 83% picked the Highlanders to win, only 17% picked the Chiefs, and the Chiefs proved us all wrong, and well done to the Chiefs. I mean, that's fantastic stuff. 6 tries in the game. Tony Palulu scoring 2 tries, which is amazing. Damien McKenzie kicking over, 6 conversions as well as a penalty versus the 3 tries against the Highlanders. Well done to the Chiefs. Good to see you back on winning ways. Can you keep it up is the question. You never know, but if you play like that, you will. Well done to the Chiefs. I know a lot of you support the Chiefs here, so credit to you guys as the fans. Next game we had the Brumbies versus the Hurricanes. Another shock of the weekend for me. I saw Hurricanes win. Here the stat. 95% of the people who played Super Brew over the past weekend picked the Hurricanes to win. Only 5% picked the Brumbies, and my word, were we all wrong. And fantastic stuff. 4 tries scored from the Brumbies, which is truly amazing. Only 2 from the Hurricanes. Sorry, blonde moment there. It's been a long day. So credit to the Brumbies. Amazing victory. That really is a really big victory for them. Geordie Barrett was playing, Perinara, Julian Sevilla. So it's not like they had their weakest team. Yes, no Bowden, but no excuses there for me. Just a damn good effort from the Brumbies, and well done to them. Another shock of the weekend. I've got 3 in a row that were wrong. Sunwolves versus the Blue Bulls, and the Sunwolves picking up a 42-37 victory. Lots of points scored in that game, which is what I love to see. I love to see lots of tries. 4 tries out of Jesse Creel. 4 tries for the Bulls. Jesse Creel scoring 2, and then amazing 6 tries from the Sunwolves. Awesome effort. Well done to them picking up some amazing points, much needed. Credit to the Sunwolves, really. Japan Rugby is looking good. They're getting stronger, they're developing, they're growing, and it's amazing to see points like that show up. So well done to the Sunwolves. Hard luck to the Blue Bulls. Hopefully you boykies can bounce back next week. Then we get to the weekend highlight for me, the Sharks versus the Lions. Strong effort from the Lions. 3 tries scored versus the 3 tries, but penalties won it for the Sharks. Yankees seem to have a little bit of a better game as opposed to what he did in the Springboks. Robert Dupree didn't do too badly, but what an effort from the Sharkies. Good comeback at the end. At the start of it, I thought, oh, we're going to get smashed, but true good fight back from the Sharks, which I don't always see that often from my team. It's normally they lose it at the end. So credit to the Sharks, and bloody good win there for us. Then we get to the final game of the weekend, guys. The Jaguars versus the Stormers, and another one I got wrong. 6 wins in a row for the Jaguars, and I thought that the Stormers could sneak it. Now, Super Brew guys said 82% went for the Jaguars to win. I was one of the 18% who said Stormers to win. Clearly, I was wrong. 3 tries for the Jaguars versus 2 for the Stormers. Unlucky for the Stormers, but there's something wrong there. They needed, I think Robbie Fleck, it's time to go, my friend, because you're not doing wonders for the Stormers. But well done to the Jaguars on picking up a very strong victory. Credit to them, and awesome effort. Hopefully they can keep it up, because well, I don't want them to because they're kicking out my Sharks, but well done to the Jaguars. They really are looking impressive, and that's going to do it for last week's results. It was truly amazing, but let's get to the fixtures for this weekend, and what a fixture we got. Round 18, here we go. Friday, we kick off with the Crusaders versus the Highlanders. Crusaders on a winning streak of note. Highlanders obviously losing last weekend, wanting to bounce back, but for me personally, guys, I'm going with the favourites to win this whole tournament, and that's Crusaders, and I'm going to go with 10 points or more on that. I just think the Crusaders are just on another planet at the moment, and they are just so strong. So for me, I'm backing Crusaders to win. Then in Australia, we have Reds versus the Rebels. This could be quite an exciting game. Both teams wanting to redeem themselves after the previous losses. Reds, I would say, are the weaker team here, just because they're on a 5-match losing streak, whereas the Rebels won 3 week before, or when they last played, and also having lost last weekend. I think they're going to bounce back. So I'm going Rebels by 8 points or more on that one. Then Saturday we kick off with the Chiefs versus the Brumbies. Brumbies are going to be very confident after their big win against the Hurricanes last weekend, and the Chiefs are going to be very confident after their big win last weekend. So it's truly going to be an amazing weekend between these two teams. Brumbies are on a 3-match winning streak. Chiefs are on a 1-match winning streak. What is going to happen, guys? What is going to happen? Can we see an upset from the Brumbies? As much as that would be quite exciting for Australian rugby, I just think the Chiefs are going to carry that momentum after last week's win and pick up another win. I'm going Chiefs by 10. Sorry, Brumbies fans. I just see the Chiefs as the stronger team this weekend. Hurricanes Blues the next game. Another cracker. Hurricanes on a 3-match losing streak. Blues having won last week. They're going to want to pick that up, continue that momentum. I don't know. This is going to be a tough one for me personally, but I just think the Hurricanes, it's hard to predict, but I'm going to go Hurricanes to win by 7 or more points. I just think they, on paper, they've got a great team, and I think they are stronger than the Blues, but if the Blues play like they did last weekend, they could definitely win. So it's going to be a tough weekend, but I'm going Hurricanes to win. They're going to break that 3-match losing streak with a win. Then we get to the Waratahs versus the Sunwolves. Another cracking game this could be. Waratahs having picked up a good win last weekend. Sunwolves having lost. Well, it wasn't a good win. It was actually a tight win, but fair enough, they still won. Sunwolves looking really good, having picked up a great win last weekend against the Bulls. So, sure, but I don't know, but I'm going to stick with the stronger team in my opinion, but I could very well be wrong, but I'm going Waratahs by 8 points or more on that one. Vodacom Bulls take on the undefeated Jaguars, and when I say undefeated, obviously their match winning streak, they're truly on fire at the moment. The Bulls are looking not too hot. They started off strong, but they're just getting weaker. Also, like the Hurricanes, on a 3-match losing streak. They're back at Loftus. Could this be the momentum, the boost that they need? Guys, it's going to be a tough one, but I like taking risks. I'm going to really put it a big risk on this, and I'm going to go Bulls by 4 points. Last minute win, maybe, who knows? We've seen these scary things happen. The Jaguars have to lose somewhere or another, but I mean, at the winning streak they're on at the moment, who knows? They probably will win the weekend, but I'm gonna give it 1-up to the Bulls. Got it wrong last weekend, but I really have been doing shocking in predictions, so take a risk, and who knows, maybe I'll come out on top. Final game of the weekend. This is one of my favorite derbies, the Sharks versus the Stormers, playing in Newlands. Newlands is going to be very wet. Cape Town has been hit with massive rain, massive snow even, so it's going to be very cold and a tough one. Stormers are not looking good. Sharks are going to come off with a massive, with a big confidence booster, having beaten the Lions last weekend, which is South Africa's best team. Sharks have had a situation where they win one, lose one, win one, lose one. What the hell's going to happen this weekend? I'm backing my boys to win by 5 points or more. It's going to be a very sloppy game. I think it's going to be a lot of kicking because of the weather conditions, but I'm confident the Sharks will pick up a win. It's father versus son in my house. My dad's a Stormer, I am a Shark, so it should be interesting to see what's going to happen. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already, make sure you've hit the subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all future uploads. So much more rugby to come. So hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys real soon for another video. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.